Welcome to the Postal Peter Urban. I'm your host, Peter Urban, and this is your one-stop shop for sports picks, politics and government chatter, and even some neighborhood restaurant reviews. Instead of going to 3 different places, you can come here every week for the pulse on everything you need to know. And as mentioned on our Facebook and Instagram pages earlier this week, we have a very, very special show today where we're skipping our picks and politics segment, and we're even heading out of Hudson County into beautiful Nutley, New Jersey, here at Queen Margherita Restaurant and Bakery. And we're so happy to be joined by the legendary actor, and as you can see, he's strolling on along, Mr. Alex Corrado. I gotta give him a hug, man.
Great to see you.
Great to see you too,
Great
Alex.
to be here.
Great to be here as well.
Great to be on your show.
Oh, I mean, trust me, this is an honor to have you here.
It's all mine.
Absolutely an honor.
All mine.
So, Alex, you've told me that this is one of your favorite restaurants in the kind of northern New Jersey or the New Jersey area.
Yes.
What keeps you bringing you back for more here?
Well, Pasquale, first of all, who unfortunately isn't here tonight because he also owns Old Blue Eyes Cafe in Hoboken on River Road, had an emergency. Some of his workers went back to Italy. He was supposed to be here, but his brother Nicola, who we'll see later in the kitchen, who slaves over a hot stove, is here, and we'll make the best of it. But anyway, Pasquale got involved here with the Italian police, who I'm on the liaison committee for the Italian police when they come to America for the Columbus Day Parade. Wow. So I'm one of their official translators. Anyway, so I wound up coming here with the Italian police years ago.
Now we're going to go
all roads lead to Hoboken.
All roads lead to
And especially in all roads lead to Biancamano's Deli.
There's the plug, folks.
I'm sorry, but I love them. I love Pietro and Teresa. Pietro and Teresa, ti amo.
Listen, this is exactly where we had the idea to bring Alex on.
Yes,
all roads lead to Biancamano's, as you said.
Right.
Now, Alex, they have a unique menu here because I was looking at it before.
Right.
And I saw some seafood dishes, I saw some pasta dishes. Mm-hmm. And would you say that they're kind of good at everything?
They're great at everything. I mean, again, listen. It's like you don't want to come here for a chicken parm or a veal française. I mean, you can get that anywhere. Any local pizzeria, you can get that. You come here, they have rabbit. Tonight, we might try some rabbit. They have the zucchini flowers fried, which I love. And they have a grilled octopus that is so delicious. The tentacles, and I always ask, Pasquale, I go, Pasquale, come lo fai? How do you do it? Every time, it's more delicious than the last time. He says, because I spend money on my fish. So he's right, and the zuppa di pesce, we're going to have some wonderful dishes later, and I hope you'll enjoy watching them, and maybe we'll see you here for a meal.
And maybe we will see you here for a meal. And it's kind of located in kind of like I wouldn't say industrial, but it's certainly not a hopping area of town.
No, right.
It's a destination to come to, would you say?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you'd be shocked at how packed it is all the time. In fact, he extended these outdoor parts. If you can see, he's added these outdoor rooms which they open and close, and they're hot and cold in the winter and summer just for the demand. And they are from a little town outside of Naples, Pasquale and Nicola, his brother, and they have a great bakery next door called Aroma di Napoli, the Aromas of Naples, which we'll be seeing later. Some of those for dessert, some of their great pastries and delicacies.
And by the way, you're certainly going to get your fix of the Italian language tonight. People have commented, they're like, Peter, you don't really talk too much Italian.
Adesso sì, Pietro.
Well, Pietro, there it is. There it is.
We will be speaking some Italian.
We will 100% be speaking some
crook.
Italian. There you go. So why don't we go in?
Let's go.
Why don't we start eating? And then
Yes.
maybe he's going to even, take the mic a little later on and
we'll see
start
what we can
interviewing
do.
some people.
All
Let's
right.
head inside.
For 30 years, New York Waterway has been a trusted friend of the city of Hoboken by enhancing the everyday commute for thousands of city residents and by always answering the call during emergencies big and small. Now that reliability and comfort the ferries offer is in jeopardy. The Union Dry Dock facility is vital to the ferry's existence. You don't have to choose between reliable transportation and parkland. Learn the truth. New York Waterway and Hoboken are better together. Visit nywaterway.com/truth.
Welcome back to the Pulse of Peter B. And as promised, we are now in the beautiful restaurant here of Queen Margherita in Nutley, New Jersey. Alex Corrado has joined us.
Ciao,
inside.
Pietro.
So Alex, ciao.
Yes.
Ciao, come stai? Tutto
Bene,
bene?
tutto
I almost
bene,
said todo
grazie.
bien. Look at that, I'm starting my Spanish.
See
I was just
that?
in Costa Rica a few weeks. That's
There
what it
you
was,
go.
folks.
Excellent.
So now, every good Sunday dinner has to have a good bottle of wine, right or wrong, Alex?
I agree.
Talk to me about this,
And
man.
listen, I'm very partial. I'm very opinionated about my wines because of the fact that I love Italy and I go to Italy all the time, and I lived there for 8 years, whatever, as you know. However, so I picked a Sangiovese for our meal, And the Sangiovese, because I used to go to the farmers, the contadini, outside of Bologna, and I used to bring un damigiano, which was like a big jug that held 50 liters. And these guys would fill it up with the Sangiovese wine and charge me 50 cents a liter. 50 cents a liter for wine. And I used to go home and get drunk. I just loved it. It was like Edgar Allan Poe.
For like $3.
The cask of Amontillado, exactly. So, I mean, I have a history with Sangiovese. I mean, it's very popular in Emilia-Romagna, where Bologna is, also in Tuscany. It's one of the premier grapes, you know, whatever, the Sangiovese grape. So we're having a little Sangiovese.
Well, we're going to do something we've never done on the post. Salute.
Salute.
And let's have a little bit of a drink over here.
Yes, why not?
Hopefully the studio doesn't get too upset.
We gave him grape juice.
Exactly.
He's got to function at a high level.
Or church
I
wine.
do not,
exactly.
however.
Exactly. Now, Alex, so you were talking about your time in Italy.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you've probably been in the, as an actor for a good, 30 years now, maybe 25, 30 years now?
I actually got into acting in 1999, so it's 20 years.
20 years, exactly. Well, happy anniversary. As
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But
in December will be 20 years.
20 years in December. That's absolutely
fantastic.
fantastic.
With really no formal training, and some people say it shows,
but
and
that's
it
what I
doesn't
was
show.
going to ask you.
Right.
So you were in Italy for 8 years because you were in medical school, correct?
That's correct. I graduated medical school, and then, you know, I was working in Newark, New Jersey. I was a little, disillusioned with medicine. We'll leave it at that.
Disillusioned with medicine.
And I never acted before, but my parents, you know, growing up in Hoboken, they were very, you could call them a little eccentric, but they also loved the arts. And we'd go to the opera, and we started going to like the Metropolitan Opera House when we were 5. They always had a subscription to the opera. And me and my brother hated it when we were like little. They made us get dressed up all the time to go to New York, to the opera, museums and stuff. I'm thanking them now. I mean, my father passed, but my mother's still alive. Still lives in Hoboken, by the way.
Still lives in Hoboken, yeah.
There you go.
You've been in many feature films. You know, Hannibal, Dinner Rush, and then of course you
my
do
beginnings.
TV series.
Yes.
You do TV series as well, such as Gotham, where he was the
I
Penguin's
did Gotham.
bodyguard.
I did Penguin's henchman, Gabe. Yeah. And now I'm going to be in a new show coming out on Epix.
I didn't want to. Okay, so
yes,
I didn't know if it could be released or not.
no,
But this might be a Pulse of Peter.
This is an exclusive for Peter B, my dear boy, Biancamano. Ti saluto, Biancamano. I will be appearing in a new show called Godfather of Harlem with Forrest Whitaker, Vincent D'Onofrio, Paul Sorvino, Chaz Palminteri. Chaz Palminteri is playing Joe Bonanno, and I play one of his hitmen, Donnie Aprita, a fearless killer. And I have scenes with Giancarlo Esposito, Forrest Whitaker, and with Chaz Palminteri. So look for me in Godfather of Harlem. It's debuting September 29th on Epix.
Epix, folks. Look for Alex Corrado. Now, Alex, and any type of actors or actresses that you absolutely love working with?
Well, you know, I mean, not to toot my horn, but I worked with some great people. I mean, I worked with all Oscar winners. I mean, I worked just recently with Forrest Whitaker. I also just finished a movie with Adrian Brody called Clean, where he plays like a cleaner, like a Ray Donovan type character. Excellent. And of course, what do I play? A heavy again. You know, another henchman, enemy of the state, if you will, whatever. Right. And but so I worked with Adrian Brody and Forrest Whitaker recently, which I'm proud to say are part of my resume. But I mean, Anthony Hopkins was great. And the night of the Hannibal premiere, actually, they had it at the Ziegfeld Theater, which unfortunately is gone now. You know, they closed the Ziegfeld Theater. I did not know that. Yeah, right. But wow. Hannibal was such a anticipated sequel that it was 10 years from Silence of the Lambs. So, like, everybody came out that night for that movie, and like Coppola was there, Muhammad Ali, Regis. I mean, to name a few people we saw. And Ridley Scott's mother died that day of the premiere in New York, so he flew to London. And so they asked Anthony Hopkins to get up and say a few words. And Anthony Hopkins goes, doing this sequel, Hannibal, was a tremendous collaborative effort, and I worked with some great actors. And he started mentioning like Giancarlo Giannini, Julian Moore, and then all of a sudden he says, and Alex Corrado. And I was like dumbfounded. I pulled like a Cramden. I was like, Anyway, I got up and I got like an ovation, and I had my people, and it was a great night.
That's absolutely fantastic. You actually started in theater, correct?
I did actually. I started like in off-Broadway, Actually, with George Palermo.
Oh, George.
From Hobo. We will get George Palermo.
I have to tell you, you're always with the paisans, I feel like.
Well, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Exactly.
Stick with your own kind.
There you go. There you go.
know,
And James is doing a great job giving us
Yes, he
water here
is.
tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
James. Really appreciate it. Go
And,
ahead,
you know, so I started in this show that, well, George got discovered doing an off-Broadway show. He did a show called There Must Be Some Way Out of Here that then got him, he then got a part on a soap opera for 3 years. So he was on ABC Daytime. Anyway, he was doing another off-Broadway show. I read it, and I said, I'll get the money to produce this show, provided I get one of the lead roles. And I did it, and then like a week later, I got an agent. Like a month later, I shot a national commercial. The show was larger than life. It was about mob guys who wanted to be actors. It was like just around the time Sopranos was getting big.
Right.
You know, and that was great. And then I've done theater in New York and LA. And, you know, and more recently, I did the Bodyguard National Tour with Deborah Cox, based on the Bodyguard movie, Whitney Houston, you know.
Fantastic.
And Kevin Costner.
And besides the obvious of not being able to take retakes, what is the biggest difference between doing theater and doing movies?
I always say that, like, theater, you're in the moment, you know?
Right.
And it's so mind-boggling that how many people come up to you after the show and say, thank you for entertaining us, for letting me escape from my real life for 2 hours after the show. You don't look at it that way sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Really
But you have to be in the moment. And you also are creating something every night. I mean, I did 439 shows.
So although the lines do get repeated, you feel like you're doing almost another show,
sometimes
correct?
you reinvent them, and sometimes you try delivery
Ad-libbing.
a different way.
Right.
You know, we did 8 shows a week
So
for a year and a half.
So
I did
interesting.
44 cities in 26 states on the Bodyguard National Tour. You know, it was a definite experience, and people say, would you do it again? And I say, well, maybe if I was the main character in a play, to do it was tedious.
And by then you are your character. You're no longer Alex Corrado,
I was
correct?
Tony Sibeli, and
Tony
people call
Sibeli.
me Tony.
That's absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely, I was Tony Sibeli, and you know, I was a little different than everyone else in the show. You know, if you see The Bodyguard, you got like the prancy Kevin Costner type was more of a pretty boy. I mean, Tony Sibeli was a real deal. You know, a little like myself.
A little like
know?
yourself. That's why it was easy, I guess, to fulfill that role.
Exactly. I'll drink to that.
Absolutely.
I'll drink
Salud.
to that. Salud.
Sempre salute. Sempre salute.
Cheers.
So now, we were discussing this again off camera regarding how the New York tri-state area, including New Jersey, it's actually the first year where it's grossing more money film-wise than LA is, correct?
Well, there's more production in New York.
excuse me.
More TV shows are filming in New York this year than LA for the first time ever. So that's an interesting fact.
And why do you think that is, sir?
Well, because of the tax incentives that New York State is offering and the tax breaks, and that's been going on a lot in, you know, across the country actually. Different states giving tax breaks like Georgia, you know, Louisiana, Florida. Because, hey, look, they all want those revenues, let's face it.
Right.
And they all want to see their state shine, you know, on TV or in movies around the world, right or wrong?
No,
I mean, I'd like to see New Jersey
now,
throw down a little bit.
There were also some comments, Alex, when we previewed the show regarding your singing ability. And I know Pasquale, when he's normally here,
unfortunately,
is usually the
Pasquale, mi manchi
Dove sei,
Pasquale
Pasquale?
stasera, ma vergognati. Pasquale's in old Blue Eyes tonight.
He's in old
But
Blue Eyes.
you know what? Yeah, me and Pasquale, we like to mix it up over here. He likes to put on his little laptop karaoke. And the funny part is sometimes you're here and you're having dinner and you hear somebody singing and you're like, who the hell is that? And you go look, and he's like sitting there behind the register and he's like singing into this little microphone. And it's funny, man. But, you know, we might say, I know that I could carry a tune maybe better than Daria Di Lucia.
Oh,
Daria
there
Di
she
Lucia,
is.
we're
Daria
going
Di
to eat,
Lucia.
we're going to sing, and we're going to see who's standing at the end.
Daria
Di Lucia, hai capito, no?
Hai capito. Daria, he's out for you, Daria. You better.
I'm looking for you.
He's looking for you. We might just take a jet to Switzerland or wherever you're vacationing.
There you go.
And come find you.
It's all in good fun, Daria.
Exactly. Well, Alex, you know, again, I'm ready to eat.
Let's go.
Dove
We're
stai
waiting.
lo mangiare?
It's sta arrivando.
Sta arrivando, okay.
All right.
New York Waterway values the rich history of Hoboken's working waterfront and the modern-day importance of preserving green space. Plans for our Union Dry Dock facility will incorporate the best of both, with a state-of-the-art ferry maintenance facility and expanded public use of the waterfront, with a promenade, fishing pier, and kayak landing. You don't have to choose between reliable transportation and parkland. Learn the truth. New York Waterway and Hoboken are better together. Visit nywaterway.com/truth.
All right, as I said, for Sunday dinner, you always start with Lovino. And then we move on now to El Pane. But is this pane, Alex?
This is actually pizza dough.
It's pizza
which
dough.
They make in the pizza oven.
Okay.
They call it schiacciata, not nabola. Schiacciata. It's a little pizza dough with nothing, and they usually like braise it with a little olive oil, rosmarino, and salt. And they also have a nice sauce here that we could add to it. A little Italian aioli and little garlic, and it looks like there's a little fish in here tonight.
Little fish,
It's a little dessert. I'm making a bit of a mess, but I'm
That's
going to
all
try
right.
that.
Listen, at the Sunday table, as long as the food's good, you make a mess, right, Alex? Right or wrong? And by the way, we have to give a shout out to one of our food insiders, and that's Daria De Lucia, who I know would be here in a heartbeat trying this food.
Daria De Lucia.
Uh-oh, here we go. Listen
I
to my
will
man,
challenge
Alex.
you to a throwdown of eating anytime. So, you could run, but you can't hide. You hear me? De Lucia. I'm old Hoboken. Io mangio. Maybe we'll do a show from Italy. How's that?
Oh, you never know. The Pulse is going global.
That's
baby.
it. There
The
you
Pulse-
go.
I gotta tell you, Alex, I just had a piece of whatever this.
It's so good.
Oh
This,
my
this
God.
little sauce here, right? It's really good, actually.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
I'm going
You
to
could
have a
taste the
little more
garlic.
on here.
You could definitely take the fish in there. The fish
Yes,
in
you
there,
can.
right?
There's fish, garlic, olive oil, a little tomato.
Oh.
It's wonderful.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's. I mean, and by the way, the pizza dough's unbelievable. It certainly doesn't need any type of topping or anything like that.
It stands by itself.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's get to these appetizers right now.
The appetizers are on their way.
On their way. All right, Corrado.
All right, andiamo.
Get in there. Get in
We're
there.
going to start with a little grilled octopus, which I think I'm going to squeeze some lemon on it.
Jesus
Nice.
Lord.
Because this stuff is so good, it's not even funny.
By the way, Alex is going to have an exclusive interview with the master chef a little later
Yes,
on.
Nicola
And he'll explain to
Di
you,
All right,
how
now.
this comes to be. Well, let's get the cutting technique here, Greg. Come on now. Let's get the cutting technique.
We only have the
Maria.
one. We're going to do this.
We're going to do
My
this.
friend,
oh,
I'm going to
man,
give you
oh,
the.
man. There you go.
You're going to
Beautiful.
try this, and I'm going to try this piece, and we're going to try this right now.
We are going to try it right now. Let's
know?
do it.
Buon
Let's-
appetito.
buon appetito,
Now let's
sempre,
start
yeah.
with a little octopus.
Oh, Alex, the crunch. Unbelievable.
How great is that? I mean, seriously.
You know, when you're looking at this, you see that it's a little, a little burnt, you'll just say, but that's exactly what it should
It's
taste
exactly
like,
what
correct?
it should taste like, and it's not tough. It's tender enough.
Not tough at all, folks. Oh my goodness. That was outstanding.
And notice the portion here. Pasquale does not skimp.
I mean,
This is beautiful, large tentacoli, as we would say in Italy.
that is unbelievable.
Hold on, Peter.
Oh, he's going to give me a little bit more, folks. I know you guys are not used to seeing me eat on the Pulse here. It's usually, I leave it to Daria, Krista, and Mai. But today, I'm with my man Corrado here.
Here,
I
you
can't
gotta
skip.
eat. Go ahead.
Manja,
Come on.
manja.
You're a growing boy.
Manja va bene, no?
Bye, Peter B.
Vai,
You're a
Peter
growing
B.
boy.
Oh my God, folks.
How good
Folks,
is
I'm
this, though?
telling you,
Seriously.
this is
It
unbelievable.
is tender. It is delicious. It's just right.
Absolutely unbelievable. Now, what do we have on our segundo piatto? Not segundo piatto, excuse me, our second appetizer here.
We have zucchini flowers stuffed with ricotta cheese
Wow.
and a little anchovy paste.
Anchovy paste
Now,
inside.
let's see.
And then the sauce
Well,
is just a marinara?
That's a little marinara sauce. I personally like it with just a little lemon
Okay.
and no sauce on it, but people love the sauce.
People saw, you know what?
And notice the cheese in there.
Unbelievable.
And we're going to try it. A little batter around it. And again, buon appetito.
Buon
You're gonna
appetito.
use
See,
the
I'm
sauce?
going to use the sauce,
Go ahead, and I'm
I'm a
gonna
big
touch
fan
the
of the
lemon. How's
marinara.
that?
So,
Eccoci qua.
oh my goodness. Oh. How light is that? No, in all seriousness.
No,
usually-
seriously.
Yeah.
People think that that's heavy.
It's
It's
'cause it's
fried.
fried, right.
Because it's fried, it's very heavy.
The breading-
It's lighter than a feather.
It almost melts in your mouth, almost like
It does.
the
Si scioglie in
octopus
bocca, as they would say.
Scioglie in
Italy.
bocca,
Si
that's the
scioglie
way
in
you say it.
bocca. I don't hear Daria Di Lucia making all these references in Italian.
Daria, he's on to you, Daria.
I'm
you
on
better
to
be
you.
ready.
You
We
better
know you're
watch
on
it.
vacation.
You better
see.
watch it, sister.
You better watch it because Alex Corrado's after you.
And here we are with Nicola preparing some of their wonderful dishes, a scalpini with mushrooms, maybe a francese. And Nicola, come andiamo?
Bene, bene.
Tutto bene? So, how many years have you been here now?
Almost 25. Yeah, 25.
25 years here, and how's it been going?
Can't complain.
We could be better. We could have a liquor license. Then everything would be wonderful,
Right.
correct? That's a big plight of a lot of the restaurants today. But anyway, so what are some of your favorite dishes? I know what I like to eat when I come here. The grilled octopus, which we'll be seeing later. I love that. You have the most tender, delicious octopus. And also the fiori di zucchi fritti, the zucchini flowers, I tell them fried, which is another great delicacy, correct?
Right.
What else? What's your best-selling dish?
Probably, I think it's the fish. Clam sauce.
Okay. Linguine with clams, red or white, a nice zuppa di pesce, un sorrentino.
The most fish. I sell a lot.
And now, where are you from in Italy?
Originally, we come from a small town in Naples.
Near Naples, what town?
Right. It's Somma Vesuviana.
Okay. I told you, my father's from Avellino near Naples, Montevergine, known for the church, the monastery, and the chestnuts.
Right. It's not too far from Naples.
And you also have a wonderful pizza oven outside, and you serve a lot of pizza also?
I would say not a lot of pizza, but
Okay.
the pizza we serve, it's we can say it's something very delicate.
Right. There we have some wonderful baked clams just came out of the oven. They look great, And they also have a great bakery next door, an Italian bakery, Aroma di Napoli. And they make bread daily. Great. They make specialty breads with broccoli and cheese, with olives and cheese, sausage and pepper bread. Everything's delicious. Trust me. You see the size of me. I've been eating here a couple of times. So I tell you. All right, Nicola, what else? Your brother, unfortunately, is not here tonight.
Not tonight. We went. We have another place in Hoboken, so I have an emergency to go over there. So I don't think he'll be here today.
Right. I heard, yes, they also own the Blue Eyes Cafe on River Road in Hoboken. So if you're in Hoboken, and a lot of you Pulse with Peter B fans are, you could go check that place out. It's also a wonderful place. They don't have the extensive menu that they have here at Queen Margherita, but it's a great place for a quick bite and a quick drink.
What is
This is a real fish soup. I mean, look at this.
This is unbelievable.
We have le vongole.
Le vongole.
We have the cockles. We have the piccole vongole.
I'm going into the vongole.
We got
right
the
now
other
while you
vongole.
talk.
Look, I mean, this is like a gastronomic delight.
Oh.
By the way,
Oh, you want to talk about freshness, by the way. I just had one of the vongole. Unbelievable. Oh, show the head. Show the head for the camera.
you got the prawns, if you will. They sleep with the fish tonight, literally and figuratively. They're going to be in my mouth in 2 seconds, but,
And then, of course,
they're not for everybody with serving them with the head on.
Look at that,
But you
huh?
break it off.
Alex knows how to do it the right way. Let me ask you a question, Alex, as soon as you're done sucking. Do you think Daria De Lucia will be able to do something like that?
Daria Di Lucia
De Lucia,
is a lightweight.
Oh!
She can't handle this dish. She can't handle the fish with the head on.
Madonna.
You bring it, sister.
So what he's saying here, Daria, is that you can have all the followers you want on Instagram, but you need to learn how to eat
Instagram,
prawns the right way.
schminstagram.
Instagram,
This is the
schminstagram.
way it's done, baby.
This is the way
Come
it's
on.
done.
Mange.
Unbelievable. Now, Alex, I thought they asked us a funny question. Our friend James here, they said, do you want the pasta al dente? Because believe it or not, there is pasta under here, folks, I swear. Al dente, what do we say? Of course, right?
Of course. Al Dente's a friend of mine.
Exactly. Exactly.
You think he knows Daddy Di Lucia? Mabafangu.
Yeah,
Absolutely
exactly.
not. We grew up together in Hoboken, me and Al Dente.
Him and Al dente grew up together. Well, we're going to
That's
keep digging in here because we're squirting all over the place.
Look at this.
I'll show. Go ahead,
Look at
Alex.
these muscles. My God.
Frisco, Alex. Frisco.
È
Of course,
frisco,
that means
frisco. This is pesca frisco.
Pesca frisco.
Where's my man, Pasquale? Mi manchi.
I know. We missed you, Pasquale. You got me filling in here, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job, right, Alex?
You're doing a great job,
All
I
right.
tell you.
Oh,
I know you won't eat for a week, but
Yeah. He knows me too well, folks.
That's right.
He knows me too well. We're going to keep digging in. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
All right, Corrado, l'uvine fernuto.
Uvine venuto.
L'uvine fernuto. Now we've
reached,
no?
yes, I secondi
What do we
piatti.
got?
We have un bel filetto, a nice filet mignon with a beautiful butterflied shrimp.
As if we didn't have enough seafood in this Uber.
No, right, exactly. We needed that extra shrimp.
needed
but
the extra
you know,
shrimp is right.
And we got some wonderful garnishes here, as you can see.
And I have to tell you, Alex, I actually gave up red meat. But tonight you said you gotta have it, you gotta have it, you gotta.
And
So
there you go,
know what?
but you're back tonight.
And I'm back tonight.
Listen, at
That's
least
it.
it's not the rabbit.
At least it's not the rabbit,
You know?
which I couldn't really go for.
There you
but
go.
This is actually absolutely beautifally presented.
All right,
Queen
well-
Margherita and Nutley. Why don't we dig in, huh?
Let's go. We're
Go ahead.
finishing up. Buon
Exactly.
appetito di nuovo. All right.
Com'è buono? Benissimo, no? Cooked just right too. They asked
Notice
us.
how he shears the outside a little bit?
I noticed that. And what is this little the sauce here that he has here? Let's try this out.
That looks like almost, I'm almost going to say it's a red wine reduction. Like a Barolo reduction.
That is
You know?
absolutely fantastic. That is cooked to perfection, folks. Unbelievable.
Mingio.
Buon appetito.
Grazie.
Buon appetito. Corrado, Alex Corrado, we reached the end. Ma minchia, che mangiare stasera.
Mingio. A
Minchia.
gastronomic delight.
Gastronomic
Died and
delight
went
is
to
right.
heaven here.
But the food was absolutely delicious. We can't thank
Squisito.
Gabriel, Pasquale's son. He did an absolutely phenomenal job hosting us
Gabriele,
tonight.
grazie
Oh, wait a
a
minute, he's
te.
going to be on camera too. Look at that. You know, you didn't think that was going to happen.
Nicola and Pasquale.
Pasquale, Pasquale.
Ci
Of course,
manchi troppo.
we want to thank the great Alex Corrado for
Thank
being
you so
here.
much, Peter B.
No,
It was a
absolutely,
pleasure to do
absolutely.
your
And we're
show.
hoping to have you on
You know?
with Daria
Daria De Lucia.
De Lucia.
I'm looking for you.
He's coming after you,
I'm
Daria
coming
De
after you,
Lucia.
Daria.
But after every great
Yes.
meal, Alex, there's always il dolce, no?
Il Dolce, yes. And as I said, Pasquale has the bakery next door at Roma di Napoli. And I say, Pasquale, it's time for this un bel dolce. And he does magic for me, Pasquale.
Does he do magic?
He does.
Is the
Because
magic coming up right
Look
now?
what's happening. I'm almost like I'm like Merlin the Magician.
So, Greg, we're used to a
Behind
green
the
screen
curtain.
over here. What is going on back
This
here?
is really happening, folks. There's no green screen behind
Exactly.
us.
There is no green
And look at this.
Ah, Madonna mia.
And then I say,
Woo!
all right, what would we like? Un bel cannolo, un San Giuseppe, a Napoleon, a tiramisu, pignoli cookies, a baba al rum. They got it all here. Come on, we
And
kidding?
then, if we move on to this
And we
side,
move over in case
come
you
on,
need a
Alex,
cake
get
to
over here.
bring
We got le
home.
torte, no?
For later on tonight. Un bel torta alla cioccolato, a nice lady fingers, the old, what do they call that? The
Tiramisu.
A nice fruit tart, you know? A
And
nice
Alex,
Linzer tart.
You know, we're not going to be able to get to the dessert. Oh, and then, of course,
Yes.
le cookies, as we say in
the
Americano.
cookies.
Le cookies.
The cookies, ci sono, un bel biscotto.
Le belle biscotti.
That's it.
You know, we're not going to be able to have any dessert because then
No.
we're going to have to really reel us
Enough's
out of
enough,
here.
yes.
Exactly. But they also have the bindi ice cream behind you.
They have the
It's just-
bindi ice cream, and actually the bindi, which comes from Italy, pre-confectioned desserts. Pasquale's partner was responsible for bringing bindi to America.
That's unbelievable.
That's a little
folks.
useless trivia,
And
folks.
Pasquale, we missed you tonight.
Pasquale,
hope
we
that would
missed
have been
you.
here.
Ci manchi, but
Your
we will
son
see you soon.
and your brother did an absolutely phenomenal
Yes.
job. Again, we
Thank
want
you to the whole staff here at
and
Queen
thank you to your
Margherita.
staff, absolutely. James, Queen
Yes.
Margherita is located at 246 Washington Avenue in
Yeah.
beautiful Nutley, New Jersey.
Yes.
And then, of course, the Blue Eyes restaurant is located at Sinatra Drive in Hoboken, same owners.
Fifth
We will-
Street and Sinatra Drive in
Fifth Street,
Hoboken.
Sinatra Drive. We'll
Yes.
put the address here. I'm
Yep.
sure Greg will do a great job doing that. Folks,
And also the shout out to the crew
The
of
crew.
The Pulse with Peter B.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they did a great job today.
absolutely
Greg,
phenomenal job. Go ahead, Greg.
your generosity is
There
always
you
your
go.
pass
He's
by your
bowing.
good looks.
Make sure you watch Alex Corrado in his new endeavor. You want to repeat it?
Godfather of Harlem on Epics, premiering September 29th.
On Epics, folks. You're not going to want to miss it. And
Grazie.
he promised me that he'll be on another edition of The Pulse. Only if Daria De Lucia is coming on.
Bring it, Daria.
And
We're
he's
gonna
saying
we're gonna
bring
throw
it.
down.
Thank you for joining us, folks. Join us next time for The Pulse.
Ciao,
on
ciao.
Everything
Ciao.
you need to know. Ciao, ciao.